I'm a double major in theater arts and English.
English and psychology double major.
Majoring in psychology and government with minors in theater and inequality.
I'm a double major in linguistics and dance.
A China Asia Pacific Studies major.
Senior PAM major, policy analysis and management.
I'm a chemistry and history double major.
Double major in film and philosophy in the College of Arts and Sciences.
I'm an American Studies major.
I am a senior theater arts major.
Well, one of the reasons I chose to come to Cornell was because I could pursue theater and another academic education as opposed to, say, Ithaca College where they have a BFA program or another conservatory. So I could work in a professional atmosphere. Here we have an equity theater, we have the RPTAs who are professional actors, members of Actors Equity, and I could also pursue a double major in English.
Having an incredible department like this gave me the ability to come here and, although I wasn't a theater major, still be a part of 3 separate productions, 2 main stages and 1 black box, take a host of different acting classes, really get to know a bunch of the different professors, directors, RPTAs here. So it really gave me that sense of balance that I could, do my major academically, but still have this side of my life.
At the moment, I'm taking 21 credits, of which I'd say 19 are academic and 2 are production credits.
Any role that you're given, it requires going to the library, researching that historical period, doing your own personal research, doing emotional research.
So the theater major is a lot harder than what most people think it is, and it's a lot more academic than what most people think it is.
I think as an actor, you're portraying a lot of different people, so you need to have the knowledge of the backgrounds of these people. You need to know about history, you need to know about English and, fine arts and science and math. So I can get that here.
I was originally thinking of NYU Tisch, but the fact that I could get a more well-rounded education at Cornell, also, featuring the arts, film, theater. Actually, when I came in, I had a real passion for film. And the idea of being able to take a production class, being able to work with professional equipment, just really, really appealed to me.
My theater education, I really wanted that, but I wanted that in the context of a liberal arts setting, which is what I was offered here. It's why I came here.
I came in actually as a biology major, so I was one of those people who were on the pre-med track freshman year, and the class that stood out the most to me with all the crazy statistics, chemistry, bio classes I was taking, I took Intro to Acting. And that was the class that I looked forward to most.
I've seen people in my Intro to Acting classes, engineering majors and, majors that are extremely different from the theater major. And they start off the class and they're so shy and, kind of introverted a lot of times. And then by the end of the class, it's like a new person. They're just so open and able to express themselves in this whole new way.
And then there's this sort of broader group, which includes people who just come to take class, and then also people who are more involved in the productions in the department, but happen to be engineers or hoteliers or whatever, and can't technically be a major or a minor.
I don't know, that's just been a really valuable experience, just seeing people, not just theater majors, but people from extremely diverse, interests and backgrounds just coming here and being able to just learn these skill sets that are so invaluable.
Although this wasn't my major, this is really one of the things I valued most about being here, was having the opportunity to do this on the side.
It's just given me a chance to interact with a lot of different people, but who I share something in common with. And I think that's really valuable, and it's part of what makes the theater, film, and dance department such a great community.
My life has changed so much from entering here, from the sciences to the arts, and this community has just, it's so welcome, it's open, anyone can be involved with it. I was involved with it for 2 years as a biology major, and it just has definitely helped mold who I am and put me on a different career path.
Probably one of the most important parts of the department is the fact that we have our PTA program, which is our resident professional teaching associates.
The RPTAs have taught me more than almost anyone else in my whole career here at Cornell.
Working with them
first of all, is a great learning experience because they're professional and they know what they're doing and they're really, really talented.
Just getting that to work with professionals and to learn from their life experience, hear stories about them working in the business their whole lives. I mean, these people have experiences that no other university could. You learn from them and be on a stage next to these people.
I mean, the RBTAs, I've learned so much from them, and just the sort of the professional environment that they bring to the rehearsals is really, it's really helpful.
These are people that got their degrees in history and literature and, sociology, psychology, various different studies, who happen to be professional actors.
Just having someone who has experienced auditions, who's experienced being on stage, on film, who can take me to the side and say, this is what you're doing right, this is what you're doing wrong, not because they read a book on it, but because they've been there and they've done it and they've been on camera. I wouldn't give that up for the world.
Acting and participating in productions here teaches you a lot more than just about, the craft. It teaches you a lot about life.
It's really helped me in terms of public speaking and in terms of being able to handle myself in an interview situation, in a presentation type situation.
It's helped me so much with my social skills, my job life. I mean, I worked in a law firm this summer and I wouldn't have been able to stand up and write things and give talks and all the sorts of things that I did in that job if it weren't for the theater department.
I'm double majoring in English, and I'm just able to communicate my ideas and express them 10 million times better than I would be if I just had the English major by itself.
It's been absolutely invaluable in teaching me the value of teamwork and cooperation. Group projects are nice, but really if you want to learn how to operate as a group, there's no better place to do it than in the theater.
The variety of skills that you get through the rehearsal process, through the production side of this department is just amazing.
The productions are like our labs. I mean, you wouldn't take away a lab experience from a biology major or a psychology major. You would never think to take that away from them because it's the only way they get hands-on practical application. And I really think of theater performance as the same thing.
Working practically in this department has been essential to my development as a scholar.
Not only do we learn about, the history of theater, but we're able to put that into practice, and that is probably what I value most.
Theory and practice being merged under one major. As brutal as it is to sit through some of those theory classes, I wouldn't have traded it for the world.
For next year after I graduate, I'm still thinking about going to something that has to do with acting. Or at the very least, whatever I do, I know it'll be using the skills that I developed here in the Schwartz Center.
Being in a cast, having that camaraderie, and getting up on stage and speaking in front of large groups of people, this is an invaluable experience for anyone, no matter what your major is, no matter what your career path is. And I've seen people from all career paths turn up in productions and really be, I think, edified by the experience and feel themselves become, better people by this process.
Well, I actually transferred to Cornell at the beginning of this year as a junior to be a theater major. So I chose this school out of all the ones I applied to and got into for this department.
Well, I came to Cornell as a transfer student, and the only reason that I even considered applying was because they had a dance department.
I actually transferred to Cornell because I was at a state school and I really liked Cornell's theater program, so I transferred here.
What made Cornell so special was that I came here and immediately I was part of this family of faculty and students and staff members.
It's everything that I was looking for when I applied because I wanted a BA degree, but I wanted to study theater.
I had a very tough decision. I was really wanting to go to conservatory when I was younger, and my final decision was between here and Tisch at NYU. And why I chose Cornell was because of the chance to win equity points and to work with professional actors, which is an extraordinary opportunity. I mean, that's not offered anywhere else.
The Schwartz Center is just such a wonderful asset, and it's just completely enhanced everything about my time here.
It's a professional theater unlike any other theater in the Ivy League, really, for undergraduate theater programs. I mean, it's the reason why I came here because, you know, Yale doesn't have this, Brown doesn't have this.
I can't think of any other university. I mean, I certainly looked at a lot of colleges, and I went straight to their theater department because it's really what I'm interested in. I mean, I'm interested in the whole college experience, but the theater department needs to be great and needs to have certain things, and Cornell just had it all.